What's up, YouTube? This is Max D. Decker here with a special symbiotic review. I'm going to be doing two Marvel Select reviews today. First one being Anti-Venom, the next one being Venom. Anyway, there's a size comparison right away. Him with regular Venom. Regular Venom is a little bit bigger, which I'm okay with that. Anyway, this is Anti-Venom, which I'm not too familiar with him in the comics. To be perfectly honest, I don't read comics, but I do like Wikipedia it and watch all the movies and collect all the figures of different characters I like and watch the cartoon shows. Mainly my favorite Marvel cartoon shows would be the Spider-Man from the 90s, 94, and then the X-Men Evolution from 2000 to 2003, and then the Spectacular Spider-Man series. The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I don't like the new Avengers. I like Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And of course the 80s and 90s cartoon shows. Some of them are pretty good. But this figure, first thing off, is he's really sharp, and so I wouldn't say this guy is necessarily for younger collectors, or unless you're like a younger collector who knows not to play with them, the figures, because this is pretty pokey and pretty hard to pose. And he doesn't have the best articulation, not the worst, but definitely not the best. And his base is like the coolest thing with this thing. Is this awesome like destruction thing going on with symbiote going like all over the place. And yeah. And I guess the story behind Anti-Venom is, like a little bit of symbiote mixed with Eddie Brock's blood, white blood cells, and made this like anti-venom thing because he lost his symbiote, which I'm kind of disappointed. But whatever. Which I don't even think he has the Anti-Venom symbiote now. But this is one thing about this stand, this display space, is this piece always wants to fall off on me, and this piece is removable, which they're pretty tight in there, so I like that. This is like a bendy type of plastic, which is kind of okay, but it does make him hard to stand in there. Like, you can stand him in there, but then he slowly falls over, which is a little annoying. For articulation for this guy, is his head can go side to side, and you can see he has a cut so that he could go up and down, but it's so stiff and it's so sharp you can't really get him up and down, and I'm afraid of breaking him, so yeah, can't really get him to look up and down, which is okay because he looks fine, just straight on. His arms go out that far and go 360, bend at one point at the elbow, which is that's a really good joint, it's a little bit over 90-degree angle, so that's a really nice joint there. Then he swivels here, and this huge prickly hands. Then he has a waist swivel, no ab crunch or diaphragm joint. His ball jointed legs go out like that, so it's better articulation than Deadpool, which is good. Deadpool just complain, I hate that ball joint. So it's okay, not the best. You can't really go out, it's not doing that. Then he has a upper thigh swivel, which is a must-have for this figure. It's a must-have for any figure. Fortunately, he doesn't have bicep swivel or one of these joints, elbow swivel, which that's a must-have for figures. He's got a single joint, knee doesn't bend too much, and then his foot goes up and down. No ankle pivot, which is a bit disappointing. He's got some great paint apps of the spider. I like the design of this guy, all the great sculpting throughout and paint work. It looks like, he's got this symbiote on. And yeah, for a size comparison, him with Venom. Venom is a little bit bigger, so he can't, yeah, both Eddie Brocks. Can't really display him with Venom, which you're not going to. With other figures, I guess I shall bring out this guy. Still my favorite Marvel Select. And he stands, that's good height difference with them. So this is like your average Marvel Select kind of height. So if you have the Amazing Spider-Man or figure, you can figure out how tall he is by looking here. And yeah, so this guy is pretty great. It fits in his face nice and easy. And he just looks intimidating. That's one thing about Marvel Select, is you can have them just in any pose and they just look awesome. Of course, as you can see, well, now he's standing pretty well, so you can like stand him like this, but he does sometimes after time just fall straight or fall back, but like this, it's pretty good. So that's it for this review. Check in a little bit later for Venom review, and just for the heck of it, here's next to the Lizard, which is shorter than Lizard is pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, and I'm going to actually do a lot more reviews, I guess, in July, because I'm getting 4 more figures this month, which I probably will review sometime either in this next week or the next week of August. But can you guess, like, hopefully the next guy, I'll give you a hint. It's a comic version of this guy, but he's having a movie or a couple movies come out within the next 2 years. So if you can figure out which Marvel Select character, also it's an older Marvel Select action figure. It's like the time frame would be from when it started to 2008, between that time period. And so it's older. He's coming out with a solo movie coming out sometime, and the team movie coming out sometime. So if you can guess that, that kind of gives it away, but maybe you can figure it out. That'd be cool. Figure out which version as well, because one of the movies has the exact name of what the new movie is coming out. So yeah, if you can figure it out, it's pretty sweet. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope to see you for the next one. See you, yeah, for the next one.